Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here, back with more reading the My Hero Academia manga. We're in chapter 309. I don't see a title here yet, and I'm sure it's somewhere near the beginning, but I don't want to scroll down and get spoiled early on. The last we left off, big chapter, Deku actually unlocked another quirk. It is Smokescreen. It is from the 6th user, I believe. He beat Muscular again. Poor Muscular, he's gotten whooped twice by Deku. This fight was actually less close than the last one by a significant margin. I don't even think Deku got hurt in this fight. Yeah, Deku's just a beast now, and I'm so curious as to where this chapter is gonna go. Personally, I hope we don't just keep in the present, like with what Deku's doing. Like that'd be cool and stuff, but like, they gotta show either like a flashback or something to sort of connect the dots as to what Deku's doing. I don't want them to skip too much stuff and have like all be filled in by a bunch of flashbacks later. So do it now. Heck, I'd like to see the students too. Anything really. But if it's just Deku again, like in the modern time, like the exact same day, that's fine too. But yeah, let's just dive on in. Let's begin. Wait, that's says Ketsu Betsu Academy's third year hero course, Makabe Shiku Mr. Smith. Don't know who that is. Along with Ketsu Betsu Academy's third year hero course, Toteki Itajiro Boomerang Man. Okay, so I think we saw these guys briefly during the license arc. We don't know them too well. I do remember a guy of the boomerang quirk. We saw him a little bit in the license arc, but that's about it. Okay. They're running down the street, and they see something flying through the air, which is Deku, actually. The escapee is one of them. And Deku's flying through the air, and he's carrying Muscular, and I don't know, does he have Shindo with him still? It's hard to tell from that shot, but chapter 309. I can't stay being a child. Okay, interesting. And then we get a shot of I think her name's Tatami. I think that's the girlfriend's name of Shindo. Correct me if I'm wrong. She looks like she's holding him down the streets. I hadn't thanked him yet, she said. We don't want you to die on us or anything, says the people that were locked. They were holed up in the building. They refused to leave, and she tried to like convince them. I think those the same people. Leave him to us, young lady. Yeah, I think that is him for sure. She looks really concerned, and he says, "You can't carry him alone. Just respect our boundaries, and we'll cooperate with you." Okay, cool. So before they didn't want anything to do with these two, but now that they saw him protect them, that's some nice respect has been formed. That's good. That guy, he looked like the kid from the exam. Okay, yeah. Then it flashbacks to when he pulls Shindo out of the way of Gang Orca and like the other people during the license arc. But he was totally different this time. Was he really the same dude? And it was this great shot of Deku just looking all like badass from the side. Like his Deku just looks so cool right now. Alright. Diana Police Precinct. Looks like Deku lands right in front of the police headquarters of this area. Stop right there. State your business. Okay, so these are like some badass police uniforms. They have heavy armor, they got shields and batons and stuff. You guys have a maiden to spare? Says Deku. Wait, that guy. He's the escapee as you see Muscular just all tied up and stuff. Ack, wait up! And Deku just vanishes like the wind, dude. Okay, Smokescreen is awesome. I love how he has I love how all the quirks that he unlocked so far, they're not like, oh, he's got telekinesis or some other like pyro like powers. Obviously, fire. He would never have that. That'd be way too many people with fire. But yeah, I just like how all these quirks aren't like stupidly overpowered by themselves. I like how Smokescreen is sort of a unique thing, because that's what One for All was. It was just like passed down by necessity, not like convenience necessarily all the time. Anyway, so Deku's jumping through the air. Oh, he just looks so cool, man. Looks like the forest's dangerous sense has calmed down, he thinks to himself, as he whips out some sort of phone, or I don't know if it's like a GPS or what. I'll be right there, All Might. Yes! He's talking on the phone. Okay, he's going to see All Might. Alright. Okay. Alright, I'm not even gonna speculate right now. Oh my god! We get a shot of All Might, and he's wearing like sunglasses. Why did I never think I needed that in my life? A picture of All Might wearing sunglasses. That's so cool. Alright. So he lands in this alleyway of sorts next to All Might, and it very stylish, kind of cool, like ending. Like he lands and he's like, I don't know, it's just cool how he lands in this alleyway. Any injuries? Says All Might. I'm uninjured, says Deku. Oh, this is crazy. Okay. And All Might takes off the shades. How are your limbs? Okay. We're about to get like a lot of information here. Okay. Yes, explain to me how his limbs are okay. People have speculated that the bandages on his arms are actually the gauntlets. That'd be kind of cool if that was true. Thanks to you, they're completely fine. The support item that was delivered right before travel restrictions were instituted. The power stabilizing mid-gauntlet. I don't feel a thing thanks to it. Okay, so they are indeed gauntlets. That is cool. Deku actually takes them off right now. And we see the scars below his arms and stuff. Dude, I'm amazed his arms can even move at all. Even with the support gear. By the way, Deku take off the hood. So that's nice. He just looks so badass right now, man. Remember that this is just an endurance prototype. It's supposed to reinforce your entire arm, but it's nowhere near strong enough to withstand your power at 100%. To make sure not to overdo yourself before the final showdown. Oh, wow. Dude, we are close to the end of the series, huh? Horikoshi's not playing around. This is the final act. They just dropped before the final showdown. Man. Okay. In whatever way I can. Yes, sir, says Deku, as he's just waving around his arm. I am here. Yes. His ringtone's still his own voice saying, I am here. I love that. Deku thinks to himself, he used a similar support item during his Silver Age days. Oh, nice. Nice little fact. Silver Age days. That's the one with the cape and the red and the white circle. I'm a nerd. Deku gets, I think it's Danger Sense. I think that's the little squiggly line saying Danger Sense is going on. Hello, All Might. This is whoever's calling him. Okay, it's Hawks. Hawks is calling him. How's Midoriya-kun doing? He looks like he's with Endeavor and Best Jeanist, which are now they were the big three before. The big three, they're taking on some sort of villain. They're just beating the shit out of him. I don't know, some dude in the background. All Might says he's doing quite all right. He returned just now. And you just get a shot of All Might, like, oh, he just returned. And he glances behind him, and then Deku's already like gone. He's like, sorry, All Might, gotta run. Never mind, says All Might. This is so weird, man. I really wish we got like some sort of like. I didn't want them to skip the hospital scene. I hope we get a flashback. Because it just feels so weird that they like just jumped out and they didn't like touch that stuff. But okay, anyway. You seem overprotective. I mean, you're trying not to let anyone else in your surroundings get affected by this whole thing, says Hawks. So the bubble around his voice is still kind of quivering a little bit. So I think he's still healing from his injuries, obviously. Preparing measures to ensure secrecy and all that, but whoever broke into Tartarus has a huge cheat on their side. Ooh, wait. Is this the traitor they're referring to? Or is it referring to another a second traitor? Anyway, the risk of getting caught from just keeping to yourself are pretty high. I know that these are trying times for you, but I request that you work together with us. Is that a second traitor they're referring to, or is it back to the first traitor? So the traitor subplot isn't dead. I could have swore they dropped that, but okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Flashback. Flashback. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Horikoshi. Yes. Okay. All right. Back at the hospital. With the help of Recovery Girl, most of the patients have recovered and been discharged. Midoriya is still spending time with his one true love, the hospital bed. Okay. I just want to say I hope that that's like somewhere along the lines of the official one, because the community for a long time has been like and like people will make fun of ships and stuff, but they're like, oh, Midoriya's true love is broken bones or being in the hospital. So I this might just be a cheeky note by the translator, but that's hilarious. I love that. uh okay. You were okay. All right. All right. So Deku, we got a shot of okay. Inko. By the way, Inko is here, and I so glad this is happening because for the longest time, people in my Discord as well as in my comments, I was saying there is no way Inko didn't visit Deku in the hospital. Okay, there's no way it didn't happen. She of course was there. People were saying like, oh, she must be dead because she's not seen at the hospital. It's like, you can't show everything at once. It's been days. I bet she's been there. And she's here again as he's getting his cast off. So, Inko is here. You were told before, says the doctor, that if you were hurt again, that you wouldn't be able to move. Luckily, this is not the case here, says this Mario-looking doctor. This guy looks straight up... his hair is even shaped like the hat. What's up with the doctors of this hospital being Mario themed? Didn't we get we got like a Toad themed one or something? Anyway, there's a lot in this chapter. In the past, you incurred injuries from within your body. This time, most of the damage was dealt externally. Let me read that again, just to make sure that I'm making sense of this. In the past, you incurred injuries from within your body. Most of the damage was dealt externally. In addition, whether it be a side effect of your quirk, your internal structure seems to have been protected from the inside and out. The injuries you sustained and your anatomy, they're completely different. Okay, so so the first image when it says the injuries you sustained, back then it showed a 5% next to his name. Not next to his name, next to his picture. And then down below, 45%. Okay, so what they're getting at here, I guess, is with his extended usage of One For All, like the ability he can use, obviously 45% now, that raises the threshold of the damage he can take. Right? Is that what I'm getting right? Interesting. So he didn't totally wreck his arms. Okay. I'll let that go for now. It's an interesting logic. I don't have issue with it. It's just interesting. Like it doesn't totally make sense. Like, because you're still obliterating your arm. Like, but anyway, I'm dwelling too much on this. We'll double back to that later. Even so, you'll still have to be careful and stay out of harm's way. Could you please explain Deku's quirk? Says Inko. Okay. Alright, we're about to get All Might laying it down. What exactly he gave to her precious Deku. I hope you're okay with this, young Midoriya. All Might thinks to himself. So that's why this quirk can only be transferred to those without a quirk of their own. But because of this, some very bad people have set their sights on him. Oh my gosh, we get this shot of just Deku with his head down. And his mom just holding his hand. She gotta take this. What happens next, she says. We're prepared to protect him. If it's UA, says All Might. Deku interrupts and says, I won't be going back to UA. I see. He's made his decision, All Might thinks to himself. Young Midoriya, All Might says. And she's... Okay, she's starting to cry. Great. Izuku, she says. Shigaraki. He can find my location at any time, Deku says. Even now. It wouldn't be unexpected of him to launch an attack here. Deku says to himself. I don't want to see anyone getting hurt anymore. As we flashed all the people who, in just this last fight, so we got Nejire, who got burned, Bakugo, who got stabbed, Todoroki, who obviously got burned, Aizawa, who, a plethora of things happened to him, Gran Torino, who got impaled. Some of these shots are kind of dark. I assume one of them is referencing Midnight. Oh no! Okay, that one looks like Mount Lady. It's really dark in the kind of corner. If Shigaraki perfects his form sooner than later, then this situation will go from bad to worse, says Deku. I need to stop Shigaraki and All for One before that happens. But look at the state you're in. How will you? Says Inko. I'll just get stronger, says Deku. I said that I'd put my trust in you, but... No, I don't approve. If that's your only plan, she says. Huh. I was so happy for you. I laughed with you, she said. I was happy then, but now... And we're cutting the flashback to when she was pretending to be needing rescue, and he would, like, pop open the door. I am here. Thank you for saving me, Izuku Might. And that flashback. That's such a cute picture. Oh, that's cute. No, we get a current one. That's beautiful. Oh, my heart. Okay. Okay. This is cute. This is really cute. All right. The top panel, it's him as a kid and her like just giving a big hug. And the bottom one now, it's him comforting her like as she's crying. Okay. All right. Sorry. That kind of got me a little bit. All right. Which is why I have to go. To save more people as Izuku might, he says to her. But don't worry. I will come back, he says, as she's just crying. Alright, then All Might kind of shudders from this sheer overload of emotion, as I just did. As he flashbacks to when he was bowing down to her and asking for forgiveness and stuff. Even if I try to stop you, you'll still leave. So in that case, even if you don't want it, says All Might. All Might's crying too, damn it! Oh, this scene's gonna be so freaking impactful during the anime. Oh, frick. Oh, dude. That marks what? The second time ever All Might's cried? I think it's only the second time no. Technically 3. Okay, so we've seen him cry when in that really strange OVA thing where All Might sees Nana sacrifice herself. And then we've seen him cry when Nidai died. I think those are the only 2 times we've seen him cry. No, 3. Okay, 4. 4 times, because there was the time where him and Deku were on the beach. That was technically the first time we saw him cry. So, ignore me. This is the 4th time. But still, it gets to me. It gets to me, okay? You're coming with us. No, sir. I mean, sure. I wonder if that's a good plan. I think, I can't tell who's saying this line. Probably Deku? Excuse my crude language, but we already have Deku serving as bait for Shigaraki to track down, says Best Genist. What are you doing with that phone? Says Hawks or Endeavor, who's looking at him. I was wondering how effective it would be. We will make sure to stay close by so that we may intervene quickly if need be. Shot of the hallway. Okay. Gran Torino. Does he die here? Okay, that's another theory we had, is if the yellow cape was because as Gran Torino dies that he gives Deku the cape. I don't want Gran Torino to die, but like he's super old and he got impaled, so I don't know. Let's find out. Is that right? Says Gran Torino. Crying in the afterlife, eh? At least I ain't dead yet. Can't join you right now, Nana. As for you, kiddo, don't be too stubborn about redeeming Shigaraki. Sometimes death can be a form of salvation too. Don't you ever forget that. As he hands him his tattered cape. Time to repay the favor to the League of Villains. Top three, Deku and All Might team up. End of the chapter. Okay. Wow. A lot this chapter. Quite a lot, actually. So he says, at least I ain't dead yet. So I guess it's still up in the air if Gran Torino died or not. The end here. Time to repay the favor of the League of Villains. Man. I just feel like we just suddenly escalated toward the end of the series here, and the back at 30, was it 304, or is it, no, it's 305 or 306 where it was like the final arc begins. Man, it's just weird. I really, okay, so the big three, obviously Deku and All Might, they team up. That's badass by itself. So All Might being prevalent in the story again is both great and very concerning because, for one, we haven't had All Might be a center player in the story for quite a while, honestly. It's been a long time since All Might's been one of the main people that's been on the focus of the story. That just worries me because we're getting dangerously close to the time where Nai said that All Might was supposed to die. It's all coming together, isn't it? This chapter, oh my god, I can't get over these shots of just Deku and his mom. Just, oh, that's so, art's so good. Art's so good. Then All Might crying right after. Okay. Well, first and foremost, we got what I wanted. We got exactly what I wanted, actually. This was a nice, perfect flashback. I wanted to see the moment I figured they skipped the moment he woke up for a reason. Because that's such an important moment. Like, that's the moment you wake up and you tell people around you, in this case it'd be All Might and his mom, like, what you're thinking, you know? What happened to your body? We saw you fighting, but we didn't know how your body was. And the logic of how his body is okay is really interesting. I can't wait to see the official translations for this. I'm not going to go off these unofficial ones. But it's in addition, whether it be a side effect of your quirk, your internal structure seems to have been protected from the inside and out. The injuries you sustained and your anatomy, they're completely different. It's just interesting. I don't have an issue with it. I bet you a lot of people are going to call it BS for the fact that his arms aren't like just Jello pudding bags right now. I kind of get it. Like they like with the increase of usage of One for All, I guess it raises his own resistance to it. But it's like, I'll use Endeavor as a comparison here. Like his drawback to his quirk is the fact that he overheats. Like, sure, his body's gotten used to his flames, but it's got like there's a natural threshold to it. Like, that's why he was so bent on making Todoroki, because he could use the ice to compensate. But like, he still had upper limits of how hot he could get. And I don't know how much more Deku could break his arms that would surpass his threshold, and he was only at 45%. So it's just like, it's interesting. I don't have issue with it. I think a lot of people will. A lot of people are probably going to be upset with this. Interesting. Deku just going all out here with All Might, who's wearing a jacket and glasses. Just a freaking badass. I love All Might so much. yeah, man, huh. Where could the story go next? I really, really want it to go back to the students. Okay. First of all, we need Bakugo. Because how is Bakugo? Bakugo is really integral to the dynamic of Deku, Bakugo, and All Might. Like those three. Because they're all sort of in the loop together. I guess that circle's kind of bigger now. Because now you have Inko, who knows, Best Jeanist, Hawks, and Endeavor. Um, and I can only assume some of the students suspect something. The ones that saw Deku fight anyway. Um, it's really suspicious that we haven't seen Bakugo. Like, how would you feel if you're in that situation they were in, where like you're training together and stuff, and then like he's probably pissed at Deku and All Might probably that they decided to leave and go fight crime. You think I don't know, I guarantee your ass he wants to be out there fighting crime too, but he's stuck in school? Are you kidding me? That's like the definition of a side story with Bakugo with like anger management and stuff. He wants to be out there too, man. We need him and we need the students. They're reeling from death and destruction of a war. Can we please get some like I really think we have a good chance at that next chapter, by the way. With this last shot of these three all teaming up and stuff, it's like, boom. Their course is set. We know what they're doing. They're teaming up. They're trying to take down the league. Now is a great time to go back to the students. We just need an update on them. We need an update, to be frank. But great chapter. This was awesome. The flashback is great. Nice wrap up of the current stuff. This is a pretty long chapter too. I don't know how many pages this is, but nice wrap up with Shindo and Tatami. I think her name's Tatami. With the people they were trying to save and stuff. That's good. Muscularv is getting put in lockup. Yeah, and we still don't know like where Stain is. We saw a tease of him. Maybe we can even cut to the villains now. A lot of places could go next. I kind of fear it might go to the villains, which would be cool. I'd like that. I'd like it to go to the villains too, but I've been needing the student stuff for a while. Been needing it, wanting it. Class 1A, which I guess is, by the way, yeah. I guess they're Class 2A now, right? Because the next school year has started. RIP Class 1A. They're not Class 1A anymore. I mean, they didn't die. They're all still alive, but like, you can't call them Class 1A anymore. Class 2A? That's so weird, man. That's so weird. Anyway. Great chapter. Hope you guys liked my reaction. This is awesome. So, yeah. All right. Again, if you like this chapter, leave a like. Please leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you want to see more. I do these every single week that the chapters are out. Sometimes the horror Horikoshi takes a break, which he should. So, until next time, this has been Mighty Gazelle. Hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.